Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Friday, December 23rd at 3:07 p.m. here in Northern California. Let me begin by saying that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my opinion and my perspective only. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, there's something I'd like to say to you today. The fact of the matter is that we are in a bear market. I think we all realize that by now. There's no avoiding that truth. There's no pretending that it's not the case. There's no asserting otherwise. We're in a bear market. Secondly, if my technical analysis is anywhere near correct, we are going to be in this bear market for probably somewhere around another 6 months or maybe even more. Now, there's going to be, of course, some temporary rallies along the way, and those temporary rallies will fake us out. There'll be attempts to convince us that the bottom is already in and that the market's going to take off from here. I don't believe it. I anticipate that we've got quite a bit of a ways to go down before we hit actual bottom, 50 to 60% perhaps. But I think that when that bottom does come in, it's going to be swift. It's not going to be like a long-term, 3-month downward press. I think there's going to be some ups. There's going to be some downs. It's going to be volatile between now and the next 6 months. But when the bottom comes in, I think it's going to be quite a bit lower than it is right now. The question is, what are you going to do about it? And as far as I see, you've got 3 options. I mean, the first option is you can just bury your head in the sand and just hodl. Like, concentrate on something else. Stop watching crypto videos. Stop looking at charts. Just wait. And you'll watch your portfolio drop as much as 60% before the bottom finally comes in. That's one option. Eventually, your portfolio will become profitable again when the next bull market comes. I've been hearing a lot of people say we just have to wait 2, 3, 4 years before we start taking profit again. That's one option. Second option is you can sell everything in anticipation of the coming drop. But then when the temporary rallies start hitting and stuff starts pumping 50, 60, 70, 80, even some stuff's going to pump 100% before we drop to the bottom, you'll find yourself FOMOing back in, thinking this is the actual breakout, the next bull run, and then everything drops again, and you FOLO out and you FOMO in, and I could see that going pretty bad. But I mean, that's an option. That's an option. It can be a roller coaster and a nightmare, but it's also an option. But the third option is you can actually learn how to trade with maybe a small percentage of your current portfolio. You can learn how to trade and capitalize on the volatility in the market that's going to transpire over the next 6 months. And you could actually find yourself making a profit. My question is, which one is going to be easier for you? 6 months from now, which will be easier for you? And honestly, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer. There's really only 2 types of investors in crypto right now. There's those who are going to look at their portfolios in the next 6 months and see that they're down 50% from where they are today. And then there's those who are going to capitalize on the short and midterm market moves that are going to transpire over the next 6 months, and they're going to look at their portfolios and be in profit. So, which one do you want to be? Now, I mean, don't worry. I know most people are afraid of trading. Most crypto investors are afraid of trading, except the degens. And I get it. I totally get it, because I will be the first to tell you that I made so many investment mistakes in terms of trading. I made so many trading mistakes when I first started actually leverage trading. I mean, I started trading in 2017. It was a nightmare. I started leverage trading in 2020, and it was a roller coaster. I mean, I'd be up 40 grand one day, down 40 grand the next. I had 40 grand days in both directions, and it was a roller coaster, to say the least. It was more like a horror movie than a roller coaster. There were exhilarating moments, and then there were just like tragic losses where I just felt like, oh, I've lost everything. And actually, in 2021, that's when I started to really trade well. I started leading our group in leverage trading. And we got to the top of the market, and I made a huge mistake in having all of our stop losses removed. And we were in profit. We were more than 1,000% in profit at the time. And I just thought that the market, I saw the volatility coming in the market, and I was afraid that the volatility would simply stop us out of our trades, and then the market would take off. So I just removed the stop losses. I remember one night in May of 2021, before I went to bed, I just felt so uneasy. That whole evening, I just felt so uneasy. And I thought to myself as I laid down to go to sleep, tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm going to put those stop losses back in. I'm going to short the market. And I'm going to move all of my investment portfolio into USDT. Well, too late. I woke up in the morning and my phone was blowing up with Patreon notifications because my group was in an uproar. Why? Because the market dropped something like 70% that night. And we all got liquidated because there were no stop losses in place on our trades. We went from being up 1,000% to being completely liquidated in one night. It was gut-wrenching. It was painful. And so because of that, I've stayed out of the realm of trading. I've tiptoed in here and there. I've even written documents like my Intro to Leverage Trading. I give pointers to my team, my friends, and I even post charts in my group saying, "Hey, here's a leverage trade opportunity." But the fact of the matter is, I haven't been really trading. I mean, I've kind of dipped my feet in the water here and there. But one of my buddies took me out to dinner a couple of weeks ago. And he urged me to get back. He told me, he said, Benjamin, I know you're scared because of the mistakes you made in 2021. But number one, you're not that man anymore. You're not going to make those mistakes. And number two, make your crypto portfolios profitable. Not for about 6 months. But a couple things I can do. Number one, I can trade. And I can help you become profitable despite the direction of the market between now and the end of the bear market. And number two, I can help chart the bottoms of every asset in the portfolio so that the goal would be that you could have some dry powder on hand and that you can make purchases within 15% of the bottom of the market. Those two things would make you wildly profitable in the long run. The first would make you profitable in the short run, and the second would make you wildly profitable in the long run. And I realize that I cannot operate in love if I do not do what I can do to make you profitable. Now, this may not be for you, but I'm offering a special for the next 7 days only. Between today and December 31st at 11:59 p.m. California time, you can join my group at the silver level, which is $19 a month, and get a full month of gold level trade alerts and training, which includes our weekly Zoom meeting when we get together as a community to talk through our trades and our positions. So if you'd be open-minded, I think if you would give this a try, I don't believe you'll be disappointed. If you would give this a try, the one thing that I can guarantee is that I'm going to do everything in my power to make you profitable beyond your expectations through this bear market. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description. Check out patreon.com/cryptogenic. Join at the silver level between now and the end of this month, now and December 31st at 11:59 p.m. California time, and get gold member benefits through January 31st. All right, thanks so much for hearing me out. Please let me know what questions you have for me by leaving a comment in the space below. Also, let me know what you like about this plan or don't like about this plan in the space below. And above all else, make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day. Oh, and one more thing. There are 3 trade alerts that are live on the Patreon wall right now that are actually still good. We're still in this particular range. So if you sign up right now, you can get those alerts and jump right in. This is Cryptogenic, signing out.